beer digester here with Ninja versus Unicorn. The double IPA that put Pipeworks on the map, or at least the double IPA brand put them on the map, because when they started putting it in cans, it used to be only in big bottles. They definitely changed the recipe. It used to be 9%, now it is 8% alcohol. And it's definitely a little bit paler than it used to be. It was kind of an amber red color, if I remember it correctly. And I took pictures of it on tap, so I've compared it to the newer version, which I'm not as familiar with, which is much paler, lower alcohol, and I'm not sure what hops and things they use. Maybe they didn't change the hops very much. They just lowered the alcohol and took some of the darker malts out. I found an old page on Pipeworks that described the hops and malts that was in the old 9% version, and they had a whole pile of hops. They said, CTZ, which means Columbus, Tomahawk, or Zeus hops, all the same hop, just different brand names. And then they said, Cascade, Centennial, Zethos even, Simcoe. So a lot of those C hops and Falconer's Flight. I'm guessing it's a similar hop combo now. I feel like it's probably focusing on Simcoe and Centennial. That's what some clones I've seen for this beer have listed online. But no super new way of hops like Mosaic or Citra going on this one. And this was canned less than 3 weeks ago, December 20th. And it's time. Yeah, pretty pale. Quite golden, I would say. And whoa, there's a substantial haze in that too. I don't know if maybe when it was a little fresher, it had less haze, but it's smelling really juicy actually. I'm smelling some tropical aromas. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. I wonder maybe if they added some newer wave hops. I wouldn't be surprised if there was Citra in here. But it might just be the yeast and sweet malts that's giving a lot of candy notes on the nose. It smells like Smarties. And like a mixed fruit cup. I'm getting that pineapples and syrup sort of thing going on. Peaches and syrup. And almost sort of a cotton candy, general sort of fluffy candy, sugary sweetness in the aroma. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It almost seems like sort of East Coast style, but doesn't smell like it's straight up orange juice though or anything like that. It's got more spiciness and more fruitiness. But I'm not getting any green dank qualities at all actually in the nose. Yeah, it just smells a lot like candy. It smells really good to me actually. Almost like vanilla frosting. Yeah, I guess it is similar in some way to the yeastiness of maybe Trillium or something. But it's not so fruit forward, at least not in the nose at first. Oh, interesting. Yeah, almost seems like there might be Mosaic in there. I'm getting that sort of peach ring plasticky thing I noticed from Mosaic. But it's spicier on the tongue. Not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, a lot of pepper spice now. It's not like drinking orange juice. Definitely. The nose is all sweet candy, sort of artificially fruit flavored candy on the nose, but then the flavor, yeah, it's got a little bit of bitterness. It's pretty mild though still. Like pretty good body, and then it's pretty spicy, peppery, not quite clove or anything like that, and again, very slight kind of plasticky sort of thing in the finish that I think either comes from the yeast or more likely I think probably from Mosaic hops. I bet they totally changed the hop combo in this one. It's got some like purple drink and white grape, sort of candyish grape flavors happening too in there. Yeah, I might just be thinking it's Mosaic because it's got Simcoe in it in a large amount, I think. And as you may know, they call Mosaic the daughter of Simcoe. I think Simcoe hops were bred with some other wild hops or something to make Mosaic hops about 5 years ago or whatever. Yeah, but I love the nose on it quite a bit, but on the flavor, yeah, it's starting to get not quite piney, but I can see it getting pinier if you get a can. It's not super fresh, but at less than 3 weeks old, it's drinking pretty well. And the haze gives it a little bit more body because only 8% and it's pretty dry, but it's not too light bodied. And it's very different. Yeah, when I had it, when it was the old version, it was very clear, very red. Maybe I could put a link to my Untapped check-ins of the old version so you can see how different it is. But I remember liking the old version quite a bit and thinking it was a great IPA. And this one is very good too. And they just, I guess, stuck with the same name, probably because it would sell better. I'd be interested in hearing exactly what they changed and if people were mad when they first changed it. I bet very few people were mad because switching it from, you know, a expensive big bottle to a 4-pack cans that's more readily available and it's basically the same price as the big bottle is always awesome when breweries can do that. Well, that's pretty nice, but yeah, the only thing I would say is the aftertaste is just a little bit spicy. Tastes a little bit like some weird yeasty plastic or something. It could be the Mosaic, as I said. I like it quite a bit though. And now the bitterness is building up, but the nose it's worth it just for the aroma, I would say. They do use 5 pounds of hops per barrel, I guess is what they say, or over 5 pounds, which is a good amount. And I think the magical thing about Pipeworks is their dry hopping. They get really great aromas. Same with the what's their other one, Lizard King. That one has a really big aroma, but that one is also Mosaic, and I'm starting to move away from my former obsession with Mosaic hops. I think at least in this beer, I think they still use a big blend of hops, and it's working really well. It's not like a big mess of a bunch of spicy and then syrupy fruit flavors, and it's too bitter or anything. Yeah, and it's not. Yeah, I'm still not. It doesn't seem piney to me, and there's no onion or garlic or anything like that. I'd say it's a pretty clean finish, except for this, slightly plasticky sort of. Lingering bitter spiciness, but without that it would be, really sweet, I assume. And I'll do 85 for this one. It's pretty good. It actually reminds me a little bit of some of the better batches of Lost Nations IPAs, but I think this one is a little bit better. So yeah. 4 bags of popcorn and 2 sodas for this one. Bye.